All right, so I thought it would be fun to maybe do some drafts. What do you guys say? I have not drafted Kaladesh Remastered yet, but I'm very intrigued to draft it. This set actually came out before I started playing Magic. I mean, original Kaladesh. Remastered is kind of like a best of. Like they took some of the best cards from both sets in the Kaladesh block. So we're gonna try it. It's my understanding that this is a very aggressive format. All right, Oath of a Johnny is our rare. Seems kind of bad. I mean, it's like okay, but it's green-white. I don't want to pick a dual color card first pick. Vengeful Rebel. If a permanent left the battle. Oh, okay. So it's kind of removal on a stick if I can trigger Revolt. So 2 mana, deal 3. That seems really good. Instant. Don't want to pick a dual colored card. Attack, block, or crew. Wow, there's a lot of removal. Damn. Welding Sparks is really good, and so is Harness Lightning. I'm not sure which one I want. I'm definitely taking one of those, I think. Choose target creature. So this one is 2 mana for deal up to 3, and anything I don't use. I think I'm going to take that. Plus, it's an uncommon. It's just 1 cheaper for 3 damage. I know Welding Sparks can do more if I have artifacts, but who knows? I might not have artifacts. More removal. Seems good. Tezzeret's Touch. Turn an artifact into a creature. Oh yeah, Fairgrounds Warden's really good. I think I just want Hungry Flames here, just because we're already... Daring Demolition is good removal too. We're already looking good for red, and this is just solid removal. Subtle Strike is good too. Is there a ton of removal in this set, or am I just opening a lot of it? Hey, Kari28, thank you for the 3 months. Like, every pack I've opened has had like 3 good pieces of removal. This is good removal too, kind of. It's a bounce spell. Alright, I'll take that. Weldfast Engineer. Artifact creature gets +2, so we need artifacts for that to be good. Pillar Bug is good if we're in black. Destroy artifact or creatures without flying can't block. That's kind of meh. I think Sky Skiff is pretty good if we care about vehicles. Cogworker's Puzzle Knot is decent in like red-white aggro. Draw 3 cards. If you control no artifacts, discard a card. That could be good too. Is like red-blue spells a thing? I think I'm gonna take Puzzle Knot, although... Yeah, I think I'm gonna try Puzzle Knot and see if white ends up looking open. Red, I can't tell if red's getting cut. Scry 2, draw 2, I get energy. That seems too good to not take, right? Can't be blocked by artifact creatures. Combat trick. When it enters the battlefield, we can create a 1/1. That seems decent. Pay energy to scry 1. Yeah, this seems absurd. I'm taking that. We might be like red-blue energy. It seems like red is getting cut, though. Tap to get energy. Pay 3 energy to deal 2. That could be good if we end up in some kind of energy deck. 7 mana, 5/6. White looks a little open so far. I kind of like this guy. It goes well with my energy and with the Puzzle Knot. It's hard to read. I don't know most of these cards, so it's just really hard. Wait, is this card really good? A 2/1 flyer? That might be better. Yeah, I think that's better. We might end up blue-white flyers. White also seems maybe a little open, but... Oh, this could be good if we end up black-white. Counter, I don't think we want that. Ether Poisoner. Seems decent. +1/+0 if I control... Mobile Garrison is pretty good, too. That kind of leaves us more open. I think I'm going to take Garrison. Huh. A 2-mana 1/1 that grows. There's that 2-mana 2/2 that makes a 1/1. 3-mana 3/2 that gives a slight buff. Man, like, it's so hard for me to tell what's open right now. I think Druid of the Cowl seems really good, but like, I'm not looking to be in green. I think I want this, just it's a solid curve filler. Okay, it's an Anthem. Ooh, the Moray seems fun. Wingsmith seems okay. Whenever an artifact... Yeah, I mean, this is good in blue-white flyers, which is something I kind of have my eye on. So this is just like a pacifism. That seems good enough. Fenhauler seems actually pretty decent because you can tap your artifacts to pay for it. But I think I just want the pacifism because we're like pretty solidly in white, I feel like. Built to last. Oh man, the fact that this came around, like black looks so open. I'm just gonna take this to speculate on black in case we end up black-white. I think I want the Pillar Bug. Target creature gets +2/+0. I think I'll take another one of these guys. Implement of Malice? Sure. Authority of the Consuls. Creatures enter the battlefield tapped. Oh man, that's kind of sick. I mean, it's kind of like a do-nothing enchantment. All it does is like slow them down. Jayford, you might have to help me out, man. I never played this set because it came out before I started playing Magic, so I don't really know like what the archetypes are and stuff. This seems good. I kind of like that flyer guy. I'm tempted to take the rare. This seems okay too. But like, what does healing do for me? When it enters the battlefield, move +1/+1 counters. Ah, it's so hard. I can't read the cards fast enough. All right, I'm taking the bird. Vehicles have flying. I'm like still kind of trying to figure out what my second color is. Look, like more good red removal. Like I don't want to take this because I feel like red's not open. But it's so much better than everything else. And we already have 2 good pieces of red removal. Alright, fine. Glint Sleeve Artisan, 2/2 that makes a 1/1. I like this Propeller Pioneer. I think that guy's pretty good. I think I'm taking him again. Oh no, this is a different card. That guy's okay. So I can bounce like my puzzle knot with that or something. Can't block artifact creatures. That seems like a pretty good card though. Night. Oh yeah, this is the card I was thinking of. This is good if you have a lot of vehicles, but I don't. Oh, another Welding Sparks. I'm taking that. All right, maybe red is open this way, but it's not open the other way. Bomat Bazaar Barge. This card's pretty decent, right? Or just this guy is solid. Yeah, I think I like this uncommon. So we can be like aggressive red-white flyers. I think I like that. With just a few artifacts. Can't be blocked by artifact creatures. Another pacifism. When he enters the battlefield, you get red, red when he attacks. Meh. I don't think I want this hijack effect, man. This is really good removal, but I'm not really feeling black. We're a little low on 2-drops, but I think, well, we are pretty heavy on removal, but it's fine. I guess I take the pacifism. Built to last. I might just take one. It's fine to have one of those. Man, this card is so good. Like, I feel like maybe I should be in blue, but my deck just doesn't work that way anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we'll have one built to last. There's that Anthem. Another combat trick. I think I'm going to take the Anthem, because if we end up in red-white flyers, that's pretty decent. So we can have another... Oh, how many artifacts do we have? 1, 2. But we'll probably get more. Gremlins is pretty decent. What's this? Combat trick. I think I like the Gremlins. Oh, I kind of like Crusher here. Oh, wait. Actually, this is really good. I like this guy. Yeah. It's a good aggressive card. 5 mana 5/4 or an Ornithopter. I mean, I guess we'll take this. Okay. So I think we found a lane. Finally. Alright, I'll take this, and you never know. Maybe we'll end up with a sack outlet. So we're like red, white, aggressive flyers, kind of. I feel okay about it. Sure, we might actually end up running that guy. Whoa, Sky Sovereign! I have to take this. This card is broken, right? Because when it enters the battlefield, it deals 3. And then if it sticks around, you just win. I have to take this. The Eagle, I know, is really good, too. But I'm taking Sky Console, dude. And maybe the Eagle will wheel. Or Sky Sovereign, I mean. This card is so busted. It's a mythic. What's our creature count like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're doing okay, but we could use more. When an artifact, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. 4 damage to target creature. Oh, we're probably taking that. Daredevil Dragster is good too. I mean, I'm already heavy on removal, but like, isn't more removal just better? And if you have too many vehicles, you won't have enough creatures to crew them. Another one of those, eh? 1 damage to any target. That seems weak. I think I'll take another one of these. Hey, there's another Eagle. I think I'm happy to take an Eagle at this point. Gear Shift Ace is pretty strong too. And we do only have 3 2-drops. So maybe the disciplined pick here is Gear Shift Ace. We have like 3 vehicles. I'm taking him. Sky Whaler shot, more removal, huh? I mean, I don't hate Servo Exhibition. We have some artifact synergies, but more removal. Is there such thing as too much removal, guys? What's our creature count now? 1, 2.5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10.5 kind of. I would really like a couple more. Vehicles I control have flying, that's decent, or just a 2-man. I think we kind of need the curve filler. I think we're too low on 2-drops. I'm fine with a 2-mana 3/1. Also, he like crews Sky Console and he's crews Mobile Garrison. Totally fine. Just a big boy. 5-mana 4/5 Vigilance, kind of. Target creature. I don't think I want a 3rd Revoke Privileges. I think I take Herald here. Just more curve filler. Sacrifice an artifact. Wait, that's pretty good. Oh, wow. That's really good. I think I need this guy. Improvised Menace? And I have Thopters and stuff? I think I want him. Hey, Butter Otis. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. I don't think any of this is worth playing. Maybe, I mean, we're doing best of 1, so sideboard doesn't do anything. This card's decent. Take a 3rd one. Oh my god, there's so many coming around. Well, this really came together in the last pack. Wow, is this guy playable? Maybe. We're gonna have to figure out some cuts here. Alright. So, there's a way to, like, sort by creature and non-creature, right? How do I do that? Okay, there we go. Creatures on top, non-creatures on the bottom. Okay. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 creatures. So we can cut like 3 or 4 of these. I don't think we need that. Eddy Trailhawk seems so good here. We'll cut one of those. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4 4s. I'm debating if I want this. Cause like, what's the best outcome here? Like, I play a 4-drop. It survives an entire turn. Then it attacks, and it probably is attacking into big creatures that are going to kill it anyway, so I think I'm cutting that. Okay, let's look at some of these spells, too, because we have a bunch of these. So, Puzzle Knot I think I want to keep, because it enables Revolt, and it's good for Improvise. Man, I have so much removal. So I'm thinking I'm going to cut Inspired Charge. It's just too expensive and clunky. We could contemplate cutting a land, but I don't think I want to. Maybe I cut 1 Revoke Privileges? Because it is expensive. 3 mana is a lot. How much removal do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think I might cut 1 Revoke. I could cut both. I mean, 3 is a lot for that effect. And also this is like instant speed. These are all instant, which is so much better. Except Chandra's Revolution. Okay, how many artifacts do I have? Like, how good is Gremlins gonna be? By the way, how are these Gremlins? Those are Anteaters. Right? Alright, I'm cutting the other Revoke. Chat talked me into it. Those are Anteaters with 4 arms. How is that a Gremlin? Okay, but how many artifacts? 1, 2, 3. Only 4 artifacts in the deck. Oh, but I have things that make artifacts. So, like, this can make an artifact. One more cut. Revoke is real good. It is, but I have so much removal. I have 6 removal pieces. I'm also thinking about cutting Frontline Rebel. Well, but he's really good to crew vehicles. I could cut Puzzle Knot, but I feel like Puzzle Knot is good because it combos with multiple things. I could also cut Built to Last. Like, I don't need this, but, like, I have multiple vehicles and other artifact creatures, so I kind of like having one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 5 2-drops too many? Maybe we cut one more Renegade. Cut a land. This is a very hard call, guys. I'm so bad at making cuts. I think that's like the hardest thing. 3 damage to target creature. Yeah, that's so good. No, I don't want to do 41 card deck. That's weak. That's weak. Oh yeah, because this kind of is a 2-drop too. So okay, I am going to cut a 2-drop. I talked myself into it. So should I cut the Infiltrator or the Renegade? I feel like Renegade is kind of situational. Like, I don't think we're going to be that good at triggering Revolt. So I think I'm cutting 1 Renegade. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 creatures. Plus this makes a creature. You know, I changed my mind. Get back in there. I'm cutting something else. Man, I'm so bad at making cuts. I just feel like I can't have that low of a creature count. Maybe I cut Built to Last. Yeah, I mean, our curve is low. You're actually right. Like, we could maybe get away. And, like, our mana restrictions are really good. Like, our only double mana card is Aerial Responder. So you actually make a fairly compelling point here. What's our, like, ratio? 11-9. So I think we could get away with just 8-8. Let's try it, okay? We're going to try it, and if it feels bad, then we might add a land and cut something. Alright, seems like a pretty great hand. I will keep that, sir. So, I don't think we're going to be able to trigger Revolt at any point here. No, you don't play the people that you draft with in the game. In real life, when you draft, you do, but in the game, they don't want it to be like you have to sit at your computer for like 3 hours. So you just hop in and you play other people who have drafted other decks. It's not necessarily the same people who you drafted with. Alright, that's a good card. Volume a little loud. I'm gonna turn it down. Alright, we got our 4th land. Until end of turn. I think I just like the Renegade here. Because, like, I want to make an attacker that he can't block. Going 16 lands is the sign of an experienced drafter. At least, you know, I'm glad someone has faith in me. Rude. This would be a really nice time for that 1-mana combat trick. But once we get these pioneers rolling, things are going to be really good. Uh-oh. We a bit mana screwed, opponent? Say it ain't so. So I think... This is actually kind of a tough call, but I think I want the Thopter. Because I'm thinking my plan next turn is to zap the Hawk and then swing and get... Well, no, this is better because it's a blocker for his Hawk. It's just awkward for him to deal with this if he doesn't have removal. No, there's no friend drafting yet on Arena, but I've heard, like, a lot of people do it by just queuing at the same time, and then, you know, it does the thing where, like, it waits for people to ready up, and you kind of coordinate on voice chat to figure out if you're in the same lobby. I've heard of people doing that. So, I think the play is Flames and Puzzle Knot. Do it before blockers. Well, do I still attack with the Pioneer is the question. Boy, do I really wish I made a Thopter now, huh? Or a Servo. I think I'm just going to attack with the Hawk. Like, Pioneer is so good on this board. I mean, a 3-2 Pioneer is so good. This man cannot draw land, huh? Poor guy. Alright. Do we try killing that again and then we sack the Puzzle Knot? That sounds good to me. Give our Servo flying. Alright. Our opponent, I mean, he could win, but I guess he didn't draw land. Getting mana screwed like that is really bad, but like he could still conceivably win, because once he starts drawing land, his hand is all gas. Whereas like I've been drawing lots of land, so my hand's running empty. All right, 1-0, boys. 1-0. I love this card. Relic Golem. That card is so cool. I love all the relics. I think that Zendikar Rising is like maybe the best standard set since like Dominaria. Dominaria is the set that got me into Magic, and I still think it's like the best set that I've ever played. And best drafting set that I've ever played too. But I think that Zendikar Rising was really amazing. The only problem with Zendikar Rising was the new Omnath. But the draft experience in Zendikar Rising is like primo, perfect. If we knock out this draft fast, we're gonna do Zendikar next, because I know you can still draft that too. All right, where are my opponents at? We got our last opponent really fast. What's going on? Oh, okay, here we go. It's Ugin. Ugin the Ineffable. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, it's a land-heavy hand, but we have 2 into 3, so I'll keep. And just pray we don't draw more land. That's such a good card. Your wife got addicted to draft after Zendikar? Yeah, it's a really, really incredible limited format, in my opinion. Like, I think one of the most important things for limited is like having good uncommons that guide you, like what the archetypes are. And they really double dipped in Zendikar, because there's the 2-color uncommons that are in most sets, and there's also the uncommon artifacts, the relic uncommons, and those show you the archetypes as well. So it's really fun, I think. So I think we Hungry Flames. Well, maybe it's better to just get the Gremlin out and then... I don't know. Like, it's better to play creatures first, right? And this can block the Enthusiast, so... And then next turn we can double spell. What? Each kind... What?! Well, I'm glad I have Sky Whaler's shot. Jeez. Okay, so I think we're still going to double spell. I think we're going to Lightning, deal 3 to that, and then Puzzle Knot to buff this, and then swing. And then I take 3, but then next turn we can shot. Or we can shot this turn, but I won't get to attack this turn, so that's bad. Oh, but when it dies, it doubles. Wait. When it dies, it goes up to 4, so I'll go down to 13. So this turn, I'm taking him to 15. And then he in return... Okay, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do the plan I wanted to do. I just feel like I have to be aggressive. Yeah, that's fine. And this is a better use of mana. And what if I draw a 2-drop, right? If I draw a 2-drop, now then we double spell and we feel like the best player in the world. What?! Okay, that was the wrong move, clearly. What? What is this Hornet? Oh my god. I'm mad. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna attack just to flex, you know? See, he let it through. He's scared of the combat trick. Boys! Running low on removal. So, 5. So there's no good way for me to do like a double block. I think I think we're just gonna hard YOLO, man. Like, I think I'm gonna monitor. Attack with the gremlin. How did he get so much life, by the way? Oh, yeah, this thing gains you 5 life. I didn't even notice. I think we're just gonna YOLO. We're gonna take 5. Oh, we have to race. It's gonna be a hard race, but I think we have to do it. No blocks. Oh, no. Ah, he has so much. He has so much gas. This is absolute savagery. I have to leave him up. I have to leave my blockers up. Well, boys, we can't win them all. Oh, man. That's tough. Cool. Yeah, Winding Constrictor. This guy's deck is crazy. So that's, I guess, green, black, +1/+1 counters is an archetype. Okay, well, GG. He got me. Woo! Woo! That guy had all the synergy, dude. Like, every single card in his deck said, if you have a creature with a +1/+1 counter. Okay, well, but now we know... Now we know that against green-black, you shouldn't leave a creature with counters on it alive. Now I know. Yeah, definitely killing that thing on that turn would have made a big difference, because then he wouldn't have been able to kill all my 1/1s. Woo. What, your first draft in Kaladesh, you got 2 Winding Constrictors and 3 Long Tusk Cubs? That's sick, dude. That's godlike. So yeah, by the way, we're actually getting more viewers than I expected today. If you guys missed the start of the stream, basically, I grinded Dragon Ball FighterZ way too much. I'm like feeling it in my hands, you know, and I don't want to get carpal tunnel. I don't want to injure myself. Hey, Jet Life guy, thank you so much for the prime. And I'm a little bit burned out too, just from playing. I've played it like so much these last 2 weeks, so I just decided to take the day off and play something that's just for fun. No serious business today, guys. All right. You know, I would keep this hand if I had a 2-drop, but I don't, so I think I have to mulligan. Well, we still don't have a 2-drop, but... I feel I have no choice. I guess we get rid of this. The thing is, though, like, removal can help you come back when you're behind. It's either get rid of one of those or get rid of one of the 3-drops. Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to get rid of... front. Well, maybe I get rid of Responder, because that requires me drawing specifically an island. I'm going to do that. Or, I mean, a plains. Specifically a plains. Did I get my box of cards? Yeah, my Zendikar box? I did. Alright, land! Guys. Okay. It's not land, but it's a 2-drop. Pretty good. Draw me some land. See, now I'm glad I kept double removal, because removal helps you get back. I think I have to block the bird here. I mean, I don't have to, but I'm choosing to. Because the only reason he's attacking with the bird is to give this flying. Okay, we got there. I think I just play the Rebel because it's a good blocker for his 2-3. Although he's going to give the 2-3 flying. It costs 2 to create a servo, so I don't feel like I need to kill that right now. I think I'm just playing this. And then... Well, but the problem is it attacks each combat if able. This is tough. I think I'm doing this. Because having more ground blockers doesn't really help. Alright, come at me, bro. Now, he has to have a combat trick, or else why would he attack with the Admiral? That makes no sense. But I have to block it. I can't take that much damage. No trick? Interesting. Okay. Come on, land. That's not bad. Guys?
That's right, Bulls.
So this does 4. It's not enough. I think I play this. Hey, G Typhoon. Thank you so much for the gifted. Much appreciated. Guys, we're kind of dying here. Not drawing lands has really come back to bite me. This guy's got a lot of flyers. Wow, and it can make itself unblockable? It's ridiculous. So I can actually double block and kill that. No, wait, yeah, I can. I have to. I have no choice. And he only gets to kill one thing, so this is actually kind of bad for him. Unless he has a trick, in which case I cry. If he has, like, bounce or something. Oh, he's killing the garrison. Got a garrison of his own. I think I gotta kill the responder here. Come on, land! Okay. Alright, we're still in this, guys. I think we're just gonna kill the responder right now. And we're gonna tap down one of his whites just in case he has a double white. Now, unfortunately, the downside of Frontline Rebel is really gonna... He's forced to attack. I have no choice. Maybe he double blocks. Oh, wait. Nope, he just blocks. No! Yeah, there's a Twitch extension to show the cards, but I haven't bothered setting it up because I rarely stream this. Guys, I don't think I can win, but I do have a full grip. I do have a full grip of cards. That's the one thing. And if I can get another land and play Sky Console, we're kind of eating. Padim? Artifacts you control have Hexproof? Oh my god. And he gets to draw cards? But it's fine. He's not going to have the most expensive artifact for long. Jeez. I have to take it. I have no choice. Man, getting mana screwed here was tough. Okay, so the problem is we can play Sky Console, but don't we still die? Like, I think we have to play it, and then we have to play Gear Shift Ace and, like, start picking things off, but... So we play Sky Console and we kill the 2-3, right? My other play is Welding Sparks plus Gear Shift Ace. But I think I need Welding Sparks to kill Padim. And we can make that play next turn, and since we'll have Sky Console out, we can deal 4. I think that's better. Yeah, we gotta get rid of that. Alright, let's go. Come on! We can bring this back! We can bring this back, guys. Oh, yeah, I guess now that that's gone, it's harder for him to crew. That's a good point. It's much harder for him to crew the mobile garrison now. And look, he didn't draw a card off Padim. We're doing okay. Yeah, I'll take 3 here. What, stream dies? I don't think the stream died. Alright, I have to take it. Right, I have to take it because I need enough guys to crew Sky Sovereign. I need 3 attack. So I have to take it. And then next turn, I Welding Sparks the bird. Or no, I Welding Sparks Padim, crew Sky Console, and swing and kill the hawk. Yeah, I think I have to take 4 here. I just need him to not draw any good cards. Is that so much to ask? And then he gets to swing in for 1 with his servo, but I won't die, so... I don't like that this is holding priority. I don't like that at all. Whoa, bounce? That's not so bad. Oh wait, it kind of is so bad because... So the problem is if I crew Sky Console and kill the bird, he still has 2 attack to crew the garrison and I die. So I think my only play is to not do anything and then leave the blockers back to stop the garrison. Because if he tries to like only attack with the hawk, I can crew the garrison and block. So I think I have to do nothing here. Alright, let's go. Come on. Don't draw anything. Yeah, I have the, this is... What card is this? Okay. Not a fan of that. Serum Visions is what this is. Which is one of my favorite cards. Oh! No plays? Sir? Oh my god, the removal's coming through, guys! You can't have too much removal, I always say. Alright. Kill Padim. Wait, did I math wrong? Oh god, I mathed so wrong. I thought I had another land! Ah! No, I needed to do the other one! That was bad. That was real bad, guys. Do I die now? I think I'm dead. I think I just lost the game for myself. Because now if he... Oh, wait, no, because if he crews the garrison, he has to tap too. I'm not dead, but I can't attack with Sky Sovereign. Okay, I'm not dead yet. Okay. There's that land that I needed last turn. Okay. Kill. So there is still kind of a scary thing. The scary thing is, if I attack with Sky Sovereign, he can just play a creature with 2 attack and kill me anyway, right? I think maybe the better play... Well, oh, wait. No, I can attack with Sky Sovereign and then leave this up. So then he would need to, like, play something and have it have more attack, but... I just feel like I have to start getting attacks in. I feel like, how can I win if I don't? But okay, I'll just not attack. I just feel like eventually he's gonna draw some kind of threat that I can't answer. No, I can't target the 3/4 with spells because it's a vehicle. It doesn't become a creature until he crews it. That's kind of bad. Because he can crew in response. How am I not just dead here? I crew now, right? I think I have to crew now. And then... Should I just hold my removal? There's no point in playing it now, right? I can play it on at the end of turn if I need to. Because like if I kill this, he'll just crew in response. So I feel like there's no point. And him giving something flying doesn't really matter. Okay, so he crews. So I think I'm going to take 2 here. This game was so winnable. I made this way harder than it needed to be. But getting rid of the garrison is pretty big. Now I just need to draw a creature so that I can crew Sky Console. Wait, actually, is it better to kill the hawk? Because the hawk can give the servo flying, and then I can't block both. I think it's actually better to kill the hawk. Kill the hawk pre-attack, but what would that have changed? I only have 1 blocker, so that wouldn't change anything. We drew a creature. This is perfect! 3 attack! Oh my god. I'm so glad I killed the hawk. Okay. I would be dead if I didn't kill the hawk. So I think I'm going to go ahead and crew and kill this now. And then we'll leave the 2-2 back to block the 1-1. No, I wouldn't get 1 more HP. Oh, you mean... You're right. The Hawk wouldn't have hit me. Yeah, you're right. I should have done that. Alright, no removal. No removal. Yes! I made like 5 misplays. I made so many misplays. But we got there. Sky Sovereign. Are you guys glad that I... Are you guys glad that I drafted Sky Sovereign? Oh my... I had no right to win that game. I had absolutely no right. How grindy does this game get? Well, that depends. Do you mean like how much do you have to grind the game to like accrue resources? Because I would say not at all. But do you mean like how long do the individual games go? Do those get grindy? I would say sometimes. Depends on the format. Man, I just want a 3rd land, but I think this hand is so good that I should keep it. Like if I draw a 3rd land, this hand is absolutely busted. And we're on the draw. Yeah, for good cards. The thing is, like, it's going to take you a really long time to get good cards. But you... Oh, look, we did draw the land. And it's the right one, too. It's the perfect land. But, like, you start out the game with a bunch of starter decks. And, like, draft, you don't need cards. Like, draft, you can just play it. It costs money, but, like... If you're good, you get the money back so you can keep playing, so... It depends. Yeah, blame the shuffling algorithm. I know, man. Huh. Interesting that he didn't play the... Oh, wait, he did play the elephant, didn't he? Oh, another one, too. All right. So he's going to get the elephant down next turn, so I got to start thinking about how I'm going to deal with that. I mean, I guess I'll Chandra's Revolution it. So I think that means that Responder is the play this turn versus Gremlins. That's the other one I'm thinking of. I think it's Responder because, like, he's going to fly over... What does this do? Gain 3 life and get 3 energy. So he's got a green-white energy deck. Okay. It's fine. Now I'm going to kill this now. What's better, green or white? I guess green. Because he went and fetched a green, so that might mean that he needs another one. Sorry about the extensions, but this is literally the first time I've streamed Magic in like a year, so it doesn't come up that often. So I am gonna double spell, but the question is which two? I guess Gremlins plus Renegade. Alright. It's a good card. Come on, buff yourself. Buff yourself. Please. Please, so that I can kill you. Please. Damn. Okay. I think we're gonna Lightning plus Monitor. and try to force out a double block. This is such a sick card. Nice. Okay, well he's still a decent amount of mana away from that. We'll hold up the land. Oh wait, no, we can't hold it up because I want to activate that too. All right, I don't know if there's any board wipes in this format. Can't be blocked by artifact creatures, so... It sounds like someone doing a cannonball, but their body explodes when they hit the water. That's heavy, bro. That's intense. Reach and fabricate one. So I assume he's gonna buff himself because he needs... No, I feel like that's a mistake. I feel like you need blockers that survive, but... He might just be dead anyway. There's like no good blocks. This is pretty much how my deck is supposed to go. This was exactly the game plan with this deck, is just curve out and kill them really fast. Okay, he's doing the only play that lets him survive. Oh, Fumigate is in this set? I'm sure he doesn't have it though. Right? Yeah, he doesn't have it. Good game. All right, 3-1. Let's keep moving. Whew. Yeah, Fumigate's a sick card. I run it in a bunch of commander decks. Maybe I should... This is something I haven't done on stream, but we can go through some of my commander decks if you guys want. We talk about them a lot. Or, like, people ask about them a lot. But we've never, like, run down the deck lists. So we can take a look at those after this if you guys are interested. I have them all laying around. And I can pull up the deck lists on... I think I have most of them on MTG Goldfish. Which would be a little bit easier to see than me holding it up to the screen. Alright. I've also been working on a project. Yeah, I've never used MTGO. I want to do Commander Legends Draft, but I just feel like it would be such a pain to learn how to use MTGO at this point that I don't really want to do it. Like, the UI seems so bad, and I don't know how any of it works. And I would just take forever, and my opponents would get annoyed. So, yeah. I have been playing Commander over webcam. The Play Commander Discord. People use this really good site that, like, you point your webcam at your cards and it like recognizes the cards so that people can click on them and read the text. And that's been pretty fun. I just miss playing in person though. It's like so different. Man, as much as I want to greedy keep this, I do have a 2-drop, but I just feel like having 3 red cards needing to draw a mountain is kind of yikes. But at the same time, you know, in draft, you're supposed to keep more often than not, so fine, I'm keeping. Yeah, spell table. And look, guys, never punished. Never, ever punished. I'm the god of this game. The magic gods want me to win. But you got a counter spell or something? See if I care. Oh, tap him! Savage! That's gotta go. Just Hungry Flames that guy. This card seems really good to me. Like a 3/3 menace for 3, which is what you're gonna get a lot of the time, seems really good. So I think this turn I'd just play the Brawler and pass. And then next turn we can double spell Renegade and Welding Sparks. I think I like that. I know 2 lands is reasonable, but the problem is, not only is it a 2-lander, but it's 2 lands of 1 color. So half my lands in the deck are plains, right? So I need to draw a mountain, so it's only 1 in, like, about a quarter of the deck are mountains, so it's still pretty risky. Hey, Fishy91. Thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate it. Okay. Scry, I don't really care about that. "50-50, you either draw it or you don't." There you go. I mean, killing this just seems so bad. Killing that is just so weak. But he's gonna tap this in response, so... I think I'm gonna use Built to Last. Because this might be the only way I can actually get value out of that card. And he's probably gonna know I have it, because why else would I attack here? But I guess he's chill with it. Alright. If I had no mountains, I would still kind of be fine. I mean, not really. I wouldn't have been able to play this. I wouldn't have been able to play Hungry Flames. I would almost definitely have lost this game if I didn't draw a mountain. Although we drew 2 eventually. So I think we're just going to Sparks and attack. And play our Hawk. Alright. You got some removal? Don't do that. Oh man, he does. 4 damage to kill a guy with 1 HP. I'll call that a win. I'll call that a big dub. Alright, just play a huge creature so that I can kill it with the shot. No, of course I'm not guaranteed a mountain if I mulligan, but I know that I had red cards in my hand. If I mulligan, I don't know what color cards I'll have, you know? I mean, I think I'm just fine attacking. I don't even need the Sky Whaler shot that. Yeah, if he wants to trade a 2-2 for a 3-2, I'm fine. Yeah, I agree that I think keeping may have been the correct play, but it was definitely risky. There's a strong risk that I could have just not drawn a mountain and got mana screwed, but it all worked out fine. And that's the other thing is, like, mulliganing is worse in draft than it is in standard. Because, like, in standard, it doesn't, like, your card quantity doesn't matter that much in standard. All that matters is that you play the ideal 1, 2, 3, like, get your engine going, because your deck is such a well-oiled machine. But in draft, card quantity matters a lot. A lot of games are decided by card quantity. Yeah, I'll take the Rebel. So that's why I kept. So he's gonna double block the 3/3. I think I might just leave back the monitor and attack in the sky and then play the Rebel. What does this do? Pay 8? Deals 6 damage to target player. Or it can deal 1 damage to a creature. I mean, I guess he probably doesn't want this to die, so I think I'm fine swinging out. Like, I don't know what he could have planned, but I think I'm fine killing that. Alright. Hey, thanks, Matua Ace. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I was explaining this earlier that, like, I've just played too much Dragon Ball FighterZ in the last 2 weeks. I needed a little break today, so we're just chilling. We're playing Magic. Yeah, I mean, send it. To be honest, giving flying doesn't really matter here. So him tapping the Hawk is totally fine by me. Yeah, that's fine. Because one of these is getting double blocked, right? Like, I think I'll kill the Construct just because it's more power to potentially double block my Rebel. Alright, just play a big boy. Play a real big boy, and then I'll just shoot it. That is not a big boy. That is a decidedly medium boy. Am I going to do a Game Awards reaction tomorrow? Actually, aren't the Game Awards today? I wasn't really planning on it. I don't know. I just feel like the problem with those shows is that there's like 30 seconds of exciting parts and then like 3 hours of filler, and I just don't really feel like talking over a bunch of filler, you know? When it attacks, you can put a +1/+1 counter on it. Interesting. Any way to play Magic on PS4? Not that I know of. Well, he's just dead, right? Oh, wait. Yeah, he doesn't have mana to tap this down. Sir? I feel like he needed to not play the turtle there. Okay. But yeah, it'll be exciting because, like, they're going to announce a Smash character. So that's cool. And, you know, maybe they'll announce Street Fighter V. Who knows? Guys, we're 4-1. This deck is cooking. Did I say Street Fighter V? I meant Street Fighter 6. Yeah, the Fortnite characters in Smash. I think the thing is, like, because of Minecraft Steve, I think everybody expects it to be a Fortnite character, but it doesn't seem like Nintendo would do 2 characters like that in a row, you know? I don't think they're going to do 2 tweeny bopper characters, you know? But who knows? No, I haven't set up custom emotes, actually. I probably should do that. What's funny is, like, whenever a new set comes out, I get, like, so hyped, and I, like, work on the battle pass. Hey, I'm faster than you. Or, I mean, hey, Sharky, thank you for buying I'm Faster Than You a gift sub. That's very kind of you. I saw him talking about how he intends to sub in the future, which, I mean, it's totally fine, guys. Don't feel like you're obligated to sub. So this hand, you know, I think I'm going to keep it because we have a reasonable turn 2 play. And any land we draw is good here. We don't necessarily need a plains, so I'm going to keep. I kind of want to save the puzzle knot. Or, I mean, save the puzzle knot for after I play Gremlins. But I don't really think I can afford to do that. Alright, come on, show me a big plains. Big plains would be... Oh my god, never punished! Guys, why can't I get this good of luck when I'm not streaming? Let's get these gremlins out. Dynavolt Tower, I don't know this. You get 2 energy when you play an instant or sorcery. You can spend 5 energy to deal 3 damage. Honestly, like, the first part of this text seems really good. I don't even think you need the second part that much, although obviously that's pretty good too. I think we're just gonna play the ace. I feel like leaving up Welding Sparks is too weak. I keep rubbing my hands together because I'm a little chilly. It's a little chilly in the Midwest these days, guys. All right, come on, show me another land. I mean, we're not in bad shape at all if we don't draw land, but I would like to do it. I would like to see it. Come on, play a big boy. Play a big boy so I can Welding Sparks it, please. This card is absurd, man. This card is absolutely ridiculous. Die young. Bro, you got too much energy. Okay, we got to land. Okay, so he has no instance. It's good to know. I can't keep getting away with this. Guys, listen. What were we saying earlier? It's like 50-50 chance of drawing a land, right? Think about it. Oh my. That was a powerful turn. That was quite a turn from our opponent, eh? I think I just replay Gremlins here. But, this is not great. So he's gonna... I think he's gonna Dynavolt Tower my Gremlins. And then I'm gonna build to last them. That's my plan. So it's good that I can use up all his energy. Return up to 3 artifacts and or creatures. Wow, that's such a sick card. Okay, so we do not have 5 damage here for Welding Sparks. So I think we have to do Hawk and then sack Puzzle Knot. What are our other options? I think that's our only option. Right? Oh, wait. Sacking Puzzle Knot removes one artifact, so that's no good either. Alright, I think maybe the play is sack Puzzle Knot to make this 4, and then attack and try to use Harness Lightning. Or we could just attack and then Chandra's Revolution. That's fine, too. Or we could just Hawk. I like Hawk. I feel like it's good to get Hawk. Yeah, what I was getting at was that I wanted to make this deal 5, right? I want to make this deal 5, but I need 2 artifacts on the board for that. So if I sack this, my artifact count is still 1. But yeah, I think the Hawk is big here. Do I want to do Puzzle Knot now? Or do I want to save it to try to buff the gremlins? I think I'll save it. Hey, that seems like a big draw. Give that guy flying. And now we leave up removal. That's such a good card, dude. Wow, that's a good rare. Does he have 2 good rares in his deck? Wow. Jealous. Okay. I accept it. Problem is, I don't want this to get crewed, because he's going to give it lifelink, but there's no way for me to... Maybe he attacks, and then I block and Welding Sparks. That would be the dream. Whoa! It's a good card. Attack! No. I think I'm gonna lightning the sky guy. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, this card is really awkward for me to deal with. That is pretty bad. I think I play this and make a servo, and next turn I'll Welding Sparks. I think that's the only play. And I can't attack because of the flying vehicle. That card is absurd, dude. The fact that it's only crew 1 is ridiculous. Alright, just don't kill any of my little artifacty boys, please. No, I don't think he's going to attack because he needs to keep this up to crew. Unless he has another creature, of course. I'm sorry, what? Oh, he's just stealing a 2-1? I don't care about that. I still have 2 artifacts, which is what's really important here. So I think the play is to attack with my flyers. I don't have enough to do both. I think I attack with my flyers, wait for him to crew, and then sparks this, right? I think that has to happen. As opposed to sparksing the Fen Crawler. The only problem is having only one energy. I'm going to run out of flyers pretty fast. But... And also keep in mind that he can deal 3 damage with the tower. Oh, you know what's really bad? Is that the tower can kill one of these, which means I don't do 5 damage. That is really bad. I kind of think maybe I should Chandra's Revolution this turn. Wait, so he's going to pay 2. Oh, wait, no, he only pays 1. This is tough. Let me think about this. Because the worst case scenario, right? I attack with these. He crews the Harvester. I cast Welding Sparks. And then with Welding Sparks on the stack, he kills one of these and I only do 4 damage. I need to make him block, I think, before I do that. Because then it'll take 1 and it'll still die. I think that's the play. Oh, wait, no, because this isn't going to do 4. Wait, no, what am I talking about? Okay, yeah. I think this is the play. Attack with these. Give that flying. He's going to crew. The best case scenario would be if he uses Dynavolt Tower on the wrong thing. So the question is, do I let the damage go through? I actually think I have to let the damage go through. Because if I Welding Spark... Oh, wait, no, because he has to make a choice. If he has to make a choice to kill the gremlins, which means that this does 5 and kills this, or kill the servo, which means this does 4, but then he can't kill the gremlins. So I think I kill it now to try to stop the lifelink. And then we'll see what he does. Whoa! I guess he didn't see the line? That's interesting. I guess he didn't see that he could kill a servo. That's my only guess. Or maybe he just thought it doesn't help. This is a hard-fought game, guys. I could use more energy. God. Oh, jeez. We still might lose just to 5/5s. I'll take 5. Oh, I have no choice. Can't be blocked by artifact creatures. I could really use some energy, man. I think I'm just going to attack and then Chandra's Revolution, the Fen Hauler after blockers. Right? Or I could Revolution the Pioneer and get in for guaranteed 3. But that's a little too risky. Like, I think I might not come back. Oh, wait, but this does... No, this doesn't do 2. This taps a land. I think I'm going to attack with all. Yeah, I don't care about losing the Hawk. Really. Alright. And now he kind of has to leave this back. This is a really, really close game. I have a lot of burn, right? Or no, actually, I don't really have any burn. I just have creature removal. No more 5/5s. Fen Hauler number 3. But will he see that he can kill a servo? Don't notice! Don't notice! Don't notice! Oh, he didn't notice! Bro, you have to realize. You have to. And he didn't even kill one to stop the dance. Did he just forget that this artifact exists? I think he just forgot about the artifact. He's saving it for a bigger threat? I mean, look at this! I'm the god of games. I'm the god of games. Don't counter it! Bro, he threw it away. He threw it away. He could have won that so many times. And it was, by the way, it was a misplay. It was a misplay welding sparks first. I should have waited for him to block a servo. Oh no, that wouldn't work either because he could still kill the servo that he's blocking and only take 4. I just needed to rely on him still not seeing the line, which he didn't. He didn't see it. Okay, we're up to 5. All right, not bad. Not bad. That was so close, man. I mean, the man had 2 good rares. He had 2 amazingly good rares. And then he played 3 5/5s in a row. I think if I win, that means outplayed. The better player won. That's all I'm saying. The better player won. I only won because he lost. True. True. Preach. Oh, that was funny, man. Heck of a game. All right. Just 2 more, right? Because we're at 5, right? So just 2 more wins. I was not expecting this deck to do that well. I mean, it's a decent little deck, but it's not exciting. It's just curve out with creatures. I do go first. I think I'm going to keep it. A good 3-drop into good 4-drop. Once again, card quantity matters a lot in draft. And thus, I shall not mulligan. I feel like this card seems really good in draft. I'm very, and this card too, actually. I'm pretty impressed by these cards. I can see why I had heard that this was a very aggressive format. It seems that way. Little kitty cat. I'm so jealous of this owl. I actually, I have big FOMO on this owl. Because I didn't finish the quest. So I only have the lame owl. I have the owl who doesn't have the galaxy cloak. It makes me sad. A swooper, huh? And he can make a servo, huh? I think I need the rebel here. Just because I need 3 toughness. I mean, I could kill the swooper before it attacks and strand the energy, but is that even good? I think I like rebel here. Just 3 toughness is pretty big when he's only got 2 attack. Okay. Well, now I'm gonna flames it. But am I gonna do that right this minute? No, I think I'm gonna attack. Because I have no choice. And then we're gonna brawl. You're swinging out! So he's got... I don't know what combat tricks are in this set. But he's clearly got one. No blocks for me, thanks. Another swooper. A little awkward I can't double spell this turn. So I think this is instant, right? I think we just attack and try to get him to use a combat trick. Okay. Okay, now we're talking. So if I 6, so I can't double spell with Chandra, so I think I just attack. And then we'll use Hungry Flames for something dirty. Any Kaldheim predictions? I've seen a lot of people saying that snow is going to come back, like snow-covered lands. And that seems sensible, right? Bro. Do I just say damage now? Because if he's got a combat trick, he's going to wait for me to say move to damage. Right? See, he's making this block, so clearly he has a combat trick. So I think I move to damage. Rather than going for a blowout by killing something with Hungry Flames here, I think I'm just going to say go and then do it in response to a combat trick. See, guys, I'm a genius at this game. What can I say? Snow is too finicky for standard. I mean, you might be right, and like snow comes with a lot of problems, right? Like the big problem that that annoys people about it is that it's strictly better to play with snow-covered lands, which is annoying. Oh my god, these draws. But people also really like it, I think. People really like it. So I don't know. It coming back in commander decks would make sense. That does seem pretty logical. But we'll see. Yeah, because there was that Astrolabe card, right? That everybody hated because if you weren't running Snowlands, you're basically giving your opponent information, and so that ruins like a huge amount of personalization and customization in Magic. Is deciding what land art you want to run. So I definitely feel like reprinting snow stuff, or like printing new snow stuff is dangerous. But I think they might do it. We'll see. I've also seen people saying that it might be an equipment heavy set, which I think would be cool and potentially interesting. So we go first, which makes a 2-lander a little bit weaker, but I still think I'm going to keep it because we have a turn 2 play, and even if we miss a land draw, we can use removal. And if we draw any color lands, we have a turn 3 play. This is fine. Another potentially risky keep, but we haven't been punished yet. We haven't been punished yet, guys. By the way, we're on final boss mode. We're on final boss mode, guys. 7-win draft if we beat this guy. What's this strategy? You mean like for my deck? We're just an aggressive deck. We're just trying to get creatures out early and attack the opponent a bunch. Alright, I could really use the land draw now. Right, exactly. They printed Nahiri and Zendikar, but she doesn't really have a home. So it would make a lot of sense to make more equipment. And like, since it's like a Viking themed set, you always imagine Vikings like carrying axes and hammers and... Alright, never punished, guys. 1 damage to each opponent, so I think we just play Monitor. And another land would be ideal. So he's like red-black aggressive artifacts, I guess? Yeah, sagas seem likely too, because that also, it's like very thematic. And Mark Rosewater said in one of his recent blogs that saga is one of the most popular mechanics of like the last 10 years. And there have not been any problematic sagas. It's been fun. Everybody likes them. So I definitely think sagas seem kind of likely. So since well, we can double spell actually. We can lightning plus the infiltrator. The question is that better than just revolution? I kind of want to just Revolution to shut down his black mana, you know? Like, that's so strong. Yeah, Flame of Keld. I have so many favorites. It's one of my favorite card types. I have so many favorites. I like the one where you make two 0/1 clerics, and then you summon a demon where you have to sacrifice a cleric every turn and the demon dies. I love that. I love oh god, I can't remember the names. The 5-mana one where you get an instant back and then you get a sorcery back and then all your instants and sorceries get doubled. I love that one. I love the one where the artifact one where you get artifacts out of the top of your deck and then they turn into creatures. I love all of those. I love like every saga. I think they're so sick. So what's the play? I think we might give Menace and then play a 3-drop. Or we should just play this guy. It's just that like the servos are really bad. That's the only thing. What does this guy do? Sacrifice an artifact, it gets +1/+1. That's not really a big deal. Well, I don't need Menace. I'm just going to play this and make it a 3/2, but first I'm going to attack. Yeah, Magic's art is really like on another level. The art and the flavor text. There's a way to see flavor text, right? Yeah, here we go. The avant-garde among Gearrippers inventors disregard the consulate safety standards completely. I love stuff like that. I love the flavor text, man. What's your... This little critter can turn all of you to scrap in under 30 seconds. Come on, who wants to be the first to go? Try and stop me. Oh, at first I thought he was like a salesman, but actually he's like it's like when Princess Leia had the when she had the thermal detonator in Star Wars, you know, he's threatening everybody. I've made some fine acquisitions of late, so I'm planning to make commensurate improvements to my security systems. I have a consultant coming tomorrow. Oh, I see. So this guy's like the intruder. Dude, I love Magic theming. Like, it's so good. And thematically, I think that Kaladesh is a pretty cool set. Mechanically, it's not my favorite set. But thematically, it's really cool. Okay, what are we doing here? I could Menace and fish a double block. That seems smart, right? Just go for a little bit of a blowout here. There is some scary potential with the intruder, but okay, this guy does not block, which is great for me. He could definitely tell that something was up. Yeah, exactly. Like, 2 cards have connected lore. Yes, dude. It's so sick. It's so sick, dude. Or like, yeah, like when a character comes into existence only through flavor text, but then like 5 years later they print a card with that character on it. Stuff like that is so good. I just wish that they would write better Magic fiction. Like Magic, the like lore stuff has been really, really bad. So he clearly has combat tricks, right? What do I care if I take 5? Alright, what you got, bro? Okay, he's killing my flyer. Are the Magic novels bad? From what I understand, the older ones are not bad. But a lot of people say that like the more recent ones are like really bad. Like the ones from like the last couple years. Oh, we're racing. We're out here racing. Yeah, the War of the Spark one is crazy. To be fair, I haven't read it, but I've read synopses. And the crazy thing is, like, what's on the cards is so disconnected from what's in the book. Like, the plot of the book is totally different. And there's, like, a lot of events and stuff that are shown on the cards that aren't anywhere in the book. So, I don't know what that's about. I think I just let this through. Or maybe I just kill this. No, I'm just gonna let it. I'm gonna let it through. Maybe he'll play a pump spell now. Alright, fine. Play a big creature. Play something with 5 toughness. That'll do. Oh, I didn't even know there were MTG comics. Are they good? I like comics. Like Marvel and DC, but... Oh, okay. Fatal Push. So, the thing is, I can't shock this guy now because he'll just buff it in response. So, I think I have to swing with both. And wait for him to do the sack. Can this... Yeah, this only can deal damage to creatures. Alright, sack the thing. Now you die. Alright. Yeah, I got into CCGs through Hearthstone, but then like when I got really into Hearthstone, a bunch of my friends were like, dude, if you like Hearthstone, wait till you try Magic. And then Dominaria came out, and a lot of my friends who played Magic were like, this is the best Magic set in so long, you should get into Magic by playing this set. And so I did, and I've enjoyed it a lot ever since. And I think that was around, it wasn't that much later that Arena went into beta, and I got into the Arena beta, and I've been loving it ever since. By the way, guys, 7 and 1, baby. Talk about a banger of a deck, huh? I guess we answered the age-old question, can you ever have too much removal? Apparently not. 2 Welding Sparks, Harness Lightning, 2 Chandras. Pretty good.